So we tried a bunch of brews. I'm still working on a few smallpox lists, but I have a couple prepared that kind of go in different directions than what we played on stream last time, because I was not happy with either of those. So this one is a much grindier smallpox shell, which is what we're going to start with. And I'm just playing for Eternal Witness. So it's kind of, our goal is to kind of just like fill our graveyard, but then set up some value engines outside of smallpox that help us sort of slowly pull ahead in the game. And we're mainly going to do that through Unearth and Chthonian Nightmare. So we're basically just green-black cards, but our goal is to just outgrind our opponent and keep sort of reusing things over and over. So because we're sort of still a smallpox deck, we are bringing in a little bit of discard and some removal in the form of Fatal Push. You'll also notice we're playing a single Abrupt Decay, and that's to accompany our 4 of smallpox. But then in order to start getting that graveyard stuff going, we're also playing 4 Stitcher Supplier and 4 Malevolent Rumble. In terms of like the things we actually want to hit, we have Ewit, Grist, and a Curse Marauder. So Ewit just buys us back a card, which means we can unearth it and bring back a smallpox to our hand to cast it again. We also have Grist, which is just a fun walker that we can return with Nightmare or Unearth. Makes us bodies on the board, lets us blow things up, and then eventually we can start alting. However, we're not playing that many creatures, so it might not be worth it. And then we're also playing one of a Curse Marauder because this card's just funny to keep looping with Chthonian Nightmare and some other stuff to just keep our opponent's board clear as we go. Malevolent Rumbles here helps us dig for most of the relevant permanents, helps us rebuy lands and stuff, and then also gives us a creature if we have multiple things on the field to sacrifice the smallpox. I'm also playing a couple Orcish Bowmasters. I don't really know how good this card is right now. We haven't played this card in a long time since it got nerfed, but I feel like there's a lot of card draw going around, especially with Frog. So I'm going to give it another spin, and we're going to just see how it goes. But we're basically just a big grind fest. We got a few Prismatic Vistas in order to trigger Fatal Push. You love Orcish Bowmasters, how did it get nerfed? It does not trigger on ETB, only when your opponent draws this time. So he's not nearly as good in Historic. And then we're also playing 4 Bogart Trawler in here. It's, you know, another creature, exiles the graveyard, and it can be sort of our secondary win con. Terms of the sideboard, I am testing a couple new cards that we haven't played with much. We're obviously playing a couple more Thoughtseize to ramp up our discard, along with Surgical Extraction, some Dothy Voidwalkers as some Grave Hate, and then I'm playing a single Legion's End. I'm interested in this card. It hasn't seen play in a while, but being able to snipe like a Frog or a Guide of Souls or an Ocelot Pride seems pretty sweet. And then, I don't know. You never know. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Not sold on this. I also want to try a single Rat King just because it's a very grindy card, especially with Smallpox. Extra Abrupt Decay and Wreck Sages to deal with annoying permanents. Couple Opposition Agent. I think this might be interesting against like Scapeshift and stuff. So I want to test that out. And then we also have a couple Calling Rituals to try and get back against Auras and stuff. But I feel like Auras can't be that bad if we're playing Marauder and Smallpox already. So that's the game plan. I haven't played this deck at all yet. I just kind of brewed it and left it. So we'll figure out how it does together on stream. Chat, I almost forgot to hit record. Okay. We're not that far into this game. My bad. I've casted Smallpox once, and our opponent has Ophelia, which I would love for them to bounce my thing, but they won't do that. Okay, opponent concedes. He knows we have a Smallpox coming up, and he was stuck on land, so that's good for us. We're going to bring in a couple Thoughtseizes, Abrupt Decay, a Legion's End. We could be kind of funny and bring in Opposition Agent, but I don't think so. I do kind of like Dothy Voidwalker here. Fatal Push is actually probably better than I think it is, but I don't necessarily want to jam a Curse Marauder. Seems kind of slow. Our Thoughtseize are fine. We could probably drop Supplier. This is real awkward to sideboard, huh? Because we have so many like moving pieces. I still want to. I don't know. We'll see how good Bowmaster is here. Chat, I gotta stop forgetting to record. Thoughtseize, the chase. Sure. We'll play a little bit more of a fair game. Unhold Ihi, Riddler, Surgical. I'll take your Riddler. You can Surgical the Thoughtseize if you want to, but I don't think I care too much. He plays Halfling. We're gonna push his Halfling off a bridge. This might be Omnath. I know this opens up us to a Surgical, but okay, we didn't really hit anything relevant. I'm gonna swing at my opponent, and then we're gonna Smallpox. I assume we get our Smallpox Surgical. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I guess we could have gotten rid of the Abrupt Decay and kept the Fatal Push open off of 1 mana, but I think it's fine. Bowmaster, Trawler, Overgrown Tomb. Let's see if he fires that off or not. Just Ophelia. Okay. Into a land. Into Ophelia. Cool. Alright, opponent doesn't have a whole lot going on. I think we're going to spend this time to grab a Black Source and just E-Wit. In which case, he'll probably fire off the Surgical. Because we're going to try and grab a Smallpox again. Alright, so he takes our Smallpox. Which is fine, I think. I don't know. The deck that's named after Smallpox can't play Smallpox. Are we going to lose, chat? Maybe. We might get our Ewit blown up. Oh, chat. You think he has another one? Do I want to see what's in his hand? I kind of do. Delighted Halfling, so he's getting close to Yorion. I think I am going to fire this off. Just while we can. I want to see what else he's running. Let's take his Riddler, actually. I just want to see what he's running. Okay, so he has Ring, Leyline... Jesus Christ. Is he playing Omnath? Yeah, he is. Okay, so he's just 5-color Omnath. 4-color Omnath. No, he's played swaps, too. A little bit of everything, chat. Find second Ewit. Good for us. Ew, kind of gross. Let's grab the Bowmaster. He obviously has Leyline. He plays the Ring. We have double Bowmaster. That's disgusting. If he doesn't draw a land, well, we'll see. He does draw the land. But then we get to play second Bowmaster the following turn. He also has Yorion mana here. Don't know if he wants to jam it, but he might. Okay, good for us. Trades out the Halfling. I like that. His Leyline costs how much? just want to put it directly on the board to threaten him this turn. He goes for the Yorion, which is a nice big blocker. He resets his ring. Maybe. He does. Smallpox off the top would be sick, but we don't have Smallpox, so we are going to turn a Witness. And buy back what? What do you want to grab here, chat? Let's just grab a Thoughtseize. See what he's got in hand. Second ring in a Beanstalk. We're at 10. We're going to pass back. Maybe we actually might want the Accursed Marauder. If he's not playing that many threats, and we're going to, like, if he just has single Philias and stuff. No swings from opponent. Very interesting. No swings from us either. Finds a Flage. Jesus. Okay, I don't think we can beat a Flage, to be honest. All right, let's go game 3. All right, so we definitely have some game here. I'm quite interested. Opposition Agent seems really fucking funny. But I don't want to bring it in. But it would be funny, chat. It would be very funny. I think I'm actually going to go down a Thoughtseize and a Smallpox. Bowmaster is at least somewhat relevant here with rings. All right, on the play, we have a Smallpox in hand. And we're just going to try and jam it. We're going to get rid of the Legion's End since we already have a push for Philia. He discards his Flage. Look at that. We're ahead on mana, boys. Never didn't. This Bogart Trawler was going to come in handy, I hope. I'm going to fire this off right away. We're just going to start putting pressure. Probably not the best idea. But I'm still also trying to figure out how this deck wants to play into these different games. Wrenn and 6 is pretty good. Quite good, actually. Let's see if we mill here. Second Bowmaster is pretty nice. I forgot Wrenn and 6 is in this format. Our Smallpox goes crazy, chat. We're gonna get destroyed. Expressive Iteration. Wait, I know I asked this last time, but when do we get alchemy cards? We don't know, do we? Alchemy. Opponent destroy. Does he have second one? He does. Now that I looked at the screen. Strixhaven, blah blah blah, prepare mechanic, blah blah blah. Okay, Ewit's a good pickup. Should I get another Smallpox? I just want a Bowmaster. He's already ahead. I think the other... I like the idea of Ewit here with Chthonian Nightmare. That's super sick. But the other build I have... I almost feel like it's not enough. You know what I mean? Let's Rumble. I'll take a land. I want to just send this guy in and see if he'll block. There's a Marauder, but we need an Unearth or a Nightmare. Bum 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 bum. Guys, I think Renin 6 is like the bane of our existence. Are we just assuming opponent is gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably just gonna play or hold up something for this Bowmaster. But I don't have anything else. Flashes in Ophelia. Can push it off a cliff. He knows we have the Bowmaster, but we're probably gonna get ley lined in response. Which sucks. Yeah, Renin Sitch just kind of eats us alive. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I can see. He's got it. Too much. A card that recurs the exact sort of thing we're trying to get rid of, aka lands, and also kills all of our 1 toughness creatures is, that's a tough one. Alright, let's maul that hand. This is not a great hand, but we're going to try it out, because at least we have some interaction to chill for a turn or two. Chat, does anyone actually enjoy pets? Looks like we're against Jungoifs. Which means we probably should have mulliganed a little harder, but that's alright. Or get Thoughtseize or something. Or maybe just a Rumble. I call him like I see him, baby. Alright, so I guess the name of this game is Don't Get Barrel-Goifed. That's kind of our main goal. This Bogart Trawler also seems pretty relevant. So we're gonna play Vista and then just pass, so that way if he, we'll see what Goif he casts. Just a Crucius works too. I think we'll kill that. Let's just hard cast a Bogart Trawler. Get rid of some relevant stuff there, and then we'll swing. Do we have anything to unearth yet? We have second Trawler, which actually isn't the worst. He plays Goif. Kills that. Very valid, sir. We find a Rumble. Let's Rumble first. I'll take a lands. I think we're just gonna we're gonna play Eternal Witness and get back a Fatal Push. Or a Smallpox. I'll get a Smallpox back, that sounds fun. If he plays a second creature, that sucks. And that's on me. Which kind of feels like we're gonna get Barrel-Goifed here. He rumbles. Looks for his third land. So I guess we're definitely getting Barrel-Goifed. Or he just might want the token. But we can also block with Ewit and then unearth Ewit, get back the Fatal Push. Interesting. Okay. We'll take that block. Second Ewit's good. Bam, bam. So now he has a tough time favorably attacking into us. Fable's pretty good. Makes the smallpox a lot. Our smallpox is already at a bad spot, but Bowmaster, there's a grist. So I think we're gonna... Does he have Thoughtseize? We'll see. I think our best plan here is Ewit, get back, unearth the grist, and then sack to kill something. I just don't know what. Probably the token. Chat, are we grinding? We're currently grinding against Jund and not doing the worst. That's kind of crazy. Does he have instant? Is he playing main deck something? No. Alright, we're chilling for a sec. We only have double black, so we can only smallpox once. He's gonna Ewit that. Or Fatal Push our Ewit. See what other Goyfs he has. Wow. Pyrogoyf sucks for us. He does get to kill the Grist. That was a nice top deck on the Hierarch. Jesus, chat. We're trying to grind here. It's not going too well. I want to keep the other smallpox. I assume we're just getting Giganta next turn. Unless he draws something better. But again, I think this is a situation where card quality just is, we're just so behind. You know what I mean? There are some people that play smallpox with Baragoyf as like a better threat. We just draw. Okay, we got nothing here. Not the worst. We stood our ground for quite a bit there. We're gonna bring the walkers. I think I want to bring in the Rat King this time and another Abrupt Decay. Bowmasters is just bad. Even Smallpox doesn't feel great here. We'll try something like that. I mean, if we get like a turn 1 Seize into turn 2 Pox, we might be off to the races, but not sold. I will say it is fun to grind with this deck, though. I'm having a good time. Interesting. Sure. Let's try it, chat. It's a weird hand. See if we get Thoughtseized. Hierarch is good. Means we paid off. There's a Rat King plus a Grist. That seems pretty hot. He either takes our Rat Chain or he takes our Unearth. Or he has second Thoughtseize and we get fucked. Takes the Unearth, which I think is good. Chat, we're gonna play this and see what we do. So you kill my Rat King Verminister. We also, oh, chat, we never played with the Rat King last season. Takes a land. Opponent's on a nice slow start here, which I think is good for us. That was a nice top deck. We're actually gonna do Ewit into the Unearth. And then we're gonna Unearth the Grist. I think I'm actually gonna kill his token, to be honest. Sack the, just to get another thing on whatchamacallit. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let's throw again. That felt pretty good, chat. I'm pretty happy with that. Ooh, Voidwalker's hot. What you got? So many things. I think I'd rather get rid of your Baraglyph. If he wants to double Thoughtseize, I'm all for it. He does not. That's even better. Would it be funny to crack my Voidwalker and just eat him? Maybe. Unless he drew a Fatal Push. I don't know. We might just get goifed. We get Thoughtseized. We got a lot of Voidwalkers, buddy boy. We might be able to just outrace him. We'll find out. We might take Supplier plus Unearth. That's probably a good call, too. He has Crucius. Okay. What do I have exiled? I have a lot of stuff exiled. And we still get to keep a Walker. I don't know if that was worth it. But we can always Unearth. This is a Goif, right? Yeah. He swings 2 and makes another treasure. We need Abrupt Decay or a Fatal Push or a million things. Actually, he has a... No, he just had Thoughtseizes. He's gonna eat all his treasures. find a supplier. Let's supply. Does he have a surgical? Definitely feels like it. Yeah, he does. I don't think we're not gonna beat Reflection plus Goyfs, right? No. There's no way. Plus he could cast a Giganta. Alright. Not a fan of this hand. This hand's worse. Oh jeez. Okay. Chat, we'll try this one. This is gonna be a toughie, huh? Interesting. Okay, we can turn to Grist. I don't know if that's worth it, because then he's just going to play Kumano afterwards, right? I think we're better off smallpoxing here, and then... yeah. Let's get rid of the Bowmaster. See, like, what do we do against aggro? I feel like we still want Gemstone Caverns. Because being on, like, the draw sounds sick. And just going turn one's Pox. Yeah, this kind of matchup seems horrendous for us. I mean, I can unearth and bring back the Grist and start making bodies. Give him something else to swing at, but now we're down a land. He's also stuck on one land, which is relevant for us. However, we are at 5. Find a push. Not the worst. Get to make another body. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we just gotta keep... I mean, if he's playing Monstrous Rage, we're probably just dead. However, if we top deck another land, I will smallpox our opponent, and it will be funny. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. Shit! Wrong land. We need an herb board. We're probably just dead to a Bolt Wave here or something. Chain Lightning. He's playing what? Red white? Or is he? That might just be for whatever. Well, now we can't even smallpox, but we're probably just dead to a shock or something. Skewer the critics. Hell yeah, opponent. I like the Legion's End. I like this. I think Calling Ritual is going to be much too slow. So I think we're just going to run something like that. Smallpox seems fine. We're definitely dropping both Thoughtseizes. We're just having a rough go. Maybe... I feel like Living End, where we're just going to try every variation of this deck until we finally realize, even though we knew all along that it's not good enough for Historic. At least the way I'm building it. Okay. Fuck me, Chad. These are just slow hands. This is... we only have one land. Okay. Okay, we can work with this. Kind of. I'm gonna get rid of the no, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I don't love that. Yeah, Orcish Bowmaster is just bad now, huh? Thought it would be more relevant with like Ponder and stuff, Preordain, or Preordain's not bad, but Ponder and frogs everywhere and all that jazz. But against other, like outside of those, Goyfs and Aura, like I guess it's kind of relevant against Auras, but not really. Oh God, give me a land and a smallpox, please. Probably not, but it would have been funny. Also sucks to have forests in here. I know I'm playing Prismatic Vista, but maybe I cut those. And I just go all black-green lands so that if we do have stuff. Searing Blood. Did my opponent... All he saw was Stitcher Supplier, did he not? That's crazy. Yeah, give me an Ewit. What do I have in here? I'm gonna get a Bogart Trawler back, just because it's a big body. Gives him something else to throw his burn at. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, Searing Blood. Of course he has a second Searing Blood, chat. I said something else to throw his burn at, and he's playing the burn that is 4 creatures. Okay, double land off the rip is quite nice for us. I'll take a supplier on this one. Looking for a grist, but an Ewit in the yard is fine too. Kumano, it hurts us a little more. No, it's not flipped yet. Roiling Vortex. All right, chat. What are the chances we erase our opponent? Not very high, huh? Find another Rumble. Let's start there. Swamp would be nice. Or an Urborg. I'll take that. Thank you. Let's Nightmare. Again, I think I'm just gonna bring back a Trawler. I don't think we're gonna outspeed, but we're gonna try our absolute darndest. All right, chat, we're at 8. We're on an 8-turn clock at the moment. If he has a Burst Lightning in hand, we're on a 6-turn clock. If he draws a land and then plays Burst Lightning, we're on a 4-turn clock. But we're gonna do our best to make this Bogart Trawler go ham. Second Kumano. Okay. Not a fan, but I'm here for it. Take one. Cool. Okay. Give me Ewit. We just have double. I guess we just have double Fatal Push. Smallpox would be funny, wouldn't it? We can kill the Roiling Vortex. We're still dead to, like, everything. I think I'm gonna Abrupt Decay on my upkeep. Oh. Chat, it didn't let me, That's okay. Give me a card. Unearth. Okay, let's Abrupt Decay this. Opponent can't gain life. You got it, Super Chief. Let's Unearth Ewit again. He does have a Ramonette Ruins. So we're still dead to quite a bit. But I'm gonna swing at him. So what are we assuming here? He sacks the canyon, draws a card. Or he has instant speed something. He bolts me, shocks me. We go down to 3. Yeah, he burst lightnings me. We go down to 3. He has a Ramonette, which gets us down to 1. So anything off the top here is a GG from our opponent. Slit Shot is not a GG. He has a Pump Spell to go with it. Okay, so why not just Lightning Strike me? Why are people like that? Why do people do that, chat? Alright, chat, I'm feeling this hand. Thanks, Bushcraft. You're nice. Alright, we're gonna supply on 1. Ewit is sick. Do I need to actually do anything here? I don't think so. We'll swing 1 first. I do have to shock this in, but we'll Smallpox. With this card, a Forest, and a sack the Marsh. But I like Sundays. No one's ever here on Sundays, which sometimes is good. I just talk to myself the whole time. And we just live our lives. What do we got? Thoughtseize. Okay, so next turn, we'll probably just Ewit and grab a land, to be honest. And hold on to a Fatal Push. Where'd my Blooming Marsh go? I am quite a fan of this engine of, like, smallpoxing and then having a bunch of stuff in your hand in order to, like, unearth back. Green Source is pretty good. What you got for me, baby boy? Slit Shot Show Off into a Soulstar Mage. Ow. We're just gonna keep swinging. I hope he goes like Slit Shot into... Okay, Arcanist is annoying. Does he have the... He does. Kick in the door. In that... I think we're going to snipe that in response. Does that draw him a card? What does this card do? Oh, no. Just Ventures. Okay. Ooh, Rumble's a good pickup. I'll take another Bowmaster. They're down to 1 card. Belmore. I'm gonna take the 2. Supplier's fine, not great. I do wish we had a little more to do from our graveyard. I wonder if... Want me to leave? No, Bushcraft, you don't have to leave. Opponent's just ripping stuff off the top here. Where is our, we don't get anything. Oh yeah, he doesn't even need spells to win. If he gets a spell, we're dead. Which is fine. It is what it is. Yeah, there's a spell. Jesus Christ. All right. Chat, we're learning a lot. Legion's End's coming in. Abrupt Decay's coming in. Ritual's coming in. Our Thoughtseizes are going to be hot garbage. And our Bowmasters are not doing shit either. I feel like our only win con is like Grist. Or Eternal Witness Beats, which I guess is fine. This hand's pretty good, because we can at least unearth something on 2 if we need to. Yeah, this is a very different build of traditional Smallpox. Our next one's more normal, with like Liliana and all the discard and all that jazz. But I really just wanted to explore the idea of, like, Witness into Unearth. Because you could, like... It's, like, kind of a way to, like, get around the land thing. Because you can just bring it back the following turn. What did we get in here? A Bogart Trawler? I think I just want to Rumble. I'll take a Blooming Marsh. Leave Ewit in there. We'll pass. Ba, 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 ba. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. I wish we had, what are those, what's the deck? Eumidian Hatchery or whatever? That, like, when it goes into the graveyard from the battlefield, you get 1/1s equal to the number of counters on it. Did we mill a Fatal Push? No, we didn't. We did mill an Abrupt Decay. And a Pox. Let's Pox first. Discard a Tomb. Yeah, it's like it's a black land that when you add a black, you like pay a life and you put a counter on it. I'm sacking the thing here because I kind of want to keep the supplier around for one more. I'm gonna bring back the Ewit here, and we're just gonna rebuy the Smallpox. Is that what it's called? It just makes your, yeah, it makes your late game Smallpoxes so much better. When this land is put in graveyard battlefield, each hatchling counter it, you get a 1/1 black insect with flying, and then when you tap it for mana, you get a counter on it. Okay, so does he have a second creature? He does not. Good for us. Let's crack for a black. We do have Ewit, so let's swing one first. We'll Pox our pal. Get rid of the Bowmaster. We'll get rid of the Swamp. He has Reckless Charge, but now we take him off a land as well. Honestly, is it funny to just try and Smallpox him again? Yeah, that's a little too cute, isn't it? Let me grab another Unearth. It's from Edge of Eternity's Commander. Chthonian Nightmare is pretty hot. Let's just buy back a Trawler to start. Exile his Reckless. Swing for 2. I mean, we do have some game. Hold on. What do we have in here? Second trawler. Yeah, I'll threaten to kill him on board. Let's do that. Okay. Chat, we'll take that. I'll take a little smallpox win there. Humidian and Blech. I think we looked at insect tribal. And there was, well, we don't have Humidian on arena, which is the problem. But insect tribal, there's just not enough. You have, what's his name? What's Blech's dad? Who is the one before him? The flip card from Strixhaven that also cares about. Are we getting surgical? Sure seems like it. Chat, he got mad. Chat, he got mad at our smallpoxes from last game. That's okay. This Legion's End might come in clutch. Maybe. You think he has more in his hand? It'd be funny if he did. No, he's got a slick shot, though. Aw, shit, chat. It almost worked. Ooh, give me a grist. Blex, father of Blech. Ah, Blex. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. Alright, so opponent only has 1 land, which makes me feel like we're safe to jam this for 1 turn. We'll probably get play with fired, but I think that's fine. If we mill anything, like an Ewit, that'd be nice. We didn't, though. We still might rumble to set up something for the following turn. Is that it? Or I guess we could also just Technonuma next turn for 3. Opponent is going to play with fire or grist. So yeah, let's just rumble. We can unearth grist next turn. I'll take a trawler. Which at least makes his Arcanist a little worse. He doesn't have that much in here, but chat, it's like we don't even need smallpox. He's just got 1 land all by himself. I feel like he wants to try and circle something else. Is there a way I could play Ren in 6 in my own smallpox deck? That's some crazy mana, isn't it? I would have to play off of like double starting town and reflecting pool mana confluence. Alright, seems like we're doing pretty well here. Let's mill first. Another trawler. Exile that, and then I think we would have just rebought Bogart Trawler. Chat, we just beat Wizards! Incredible. Might be alright. This hand's okay. Okay. What do you mean a police deck? Like hate bears? I have a mono white Armageddon list for Timeless, but I don't have any of the cards. What? Bank Job? All right, we'll take his Innkeeper. This is he gets something. The bottom card, right? Yeah, interesting. We'll get a green, so we're just gonna rumble. Chthonian Nightmare is most important here, right? Yeah. Like, we punish the people for playing. Read them their Mirandas. Just like blue, white. Fuck you. Okay, interesting. let's go supplier into grist and sack the supplier to kill the emissary. Does that seem... I'm a little confused on what our opponent's playing. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play Bank Job. But this at least mills us for Chthonian Nightmare. 5 color. Jesus Christ. Is this only... Oh, it's just bottom creature. I'm gonna blow it up and make him waste his turn. Do we have an Ewit in here yet? No, we do have second grit. We do have second grist, and we start looping grists. That's kind of funny. For all people, you're not wrong. What am I doing here? There's a chance we could eat... Okay, not a Bowmaster. Let's play a Bowmaster. And then... play a Nightmare. We don't have anything super relevant quite yet. So I think... I'm just going to bring back... this. And mill ourselves some more. Looking for an Eternal Witness, but we don't find one. Scrawl Speaker? I'm still a little confused, chat. I feel like he's a combo list, but am I dumb for not knowing what combo list he is? Second Bank Job. Let's start by milling 1. There's another supplier. Let's swing all first. Let's sack and get back the other supplier and mill 6. And then maybe we can get back the Ewit. Nothing. Interesting. 2, 3. Okay, there's an Eternal Witness. We'll do that. 3. Our grist is also getting somewhat relevant here. Oh, that's not what I want to do, sorry. I'm gonna take him off another one of those. I don't really know what he's doing. But I guess we'll blow up card advantage as we're sitting here. Might be time to start smallpoxing him too. He's gonna make a bunch of treasure. There's a second emissary. Maybe it's like it could be like juggle the performance or something. I don't know, chat. I'm confused. Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. I don't even know what that card does. Return target mana value. Oh, he's Kamiya Morning. Okay, I'm with you, opponent. What is he targeting? Chittering? No, just Emissary. Okay. Spicy for sure, my guy. Spicy for sure. That comes back, and that does that. What do we have in here? We have a second Ewit. So let's loop Ewits real quick. Do I have a Fatal Push? I do. Wait, can I cancel that completely? Yes, I can. I'm gonna exile this graveyard. And we're gonna play Supplier. Okay. We got somewhere, chat. We're doing something. This engine is super sick. Ewit, Chthonian Nightmare, Supplier, and Unearth is a solid choice here. So it just looks like he's a grindy Jund Kami list. I like Kami of Morning a lot. That card's so sick. Plays his Kami. Target his own assimilator. But he chooses not to, which is interesting. Opponent is out of stuff here. So let's Nightmare. Get back the Fatal Push. Kill this, which is fine. Play second Nightmare. Get back the Fatal Push. Kill the Assimilator. Play this. Pump this. Swing for 4. We're running a little low on cards, chat. We got 16 cards left in our deck. We are milling ourselves quite a bit. Okay. Do I have another trawler? I have Bowmaster. And what else do we have? Smallpox? We're gonna start here, I think. Pull up his bank job. Actually, let's do this. Let's kill the Innkeeper. Now let's bring the trawler back. Play the Blooming Marsh and swing both. If he wants to kill the Grist, he can kill the Grist. We're at 15 cards, which is not a lot. I'm just gonna let him kill the Grist. See if he has a creature in hands. Ewit off the rip is great. We have another one. Whoops, let's do this one. We're just trying to get rid of those. So he stops gaining life. And then we might be able to just kill him with a Grist ult. But I'd like to get back this Bogart Trawler to exile those. A Cursed Marauder is annoying. He gets back both emissaries. Gains 1. I think that's fine. He has his own Bogart Trawler that he did off the Assimilator. That hurts us a lot. That sucks. We have our own Marauder. Interesting. Chad, this is a tough one. The fact that he finally got his Bogart trawler kind of fucked us. He has his own Marauder. He just sack this, bring back both his emissaries. We're gonna deck ourselves, I think. Let's cycle this to draw a card. God damn it, chat. Oh. Birthing ritual? Into what? 2-drop? Marauder, maybe? No, another assimilator. Chat, assimilator is annoying me. We have Ewit. Yeah, I think he's got us. Jesus, chat. Okay, we're gonna bring in the Legion's End. I want to bring in that and that. And Voidwalker, definitely. Ritual seems somewhat relevant, but... Bowmaster is not doing anything. Push is probably fine. Actually, maybe Thoughtseize isn't great. Let's keep it at 2. Maybe cut a rum... and maybe we just cut all our smallpoxes, to be honest. Sure. We'll try it. I feel like this deck wants Trap Finder. But he's not playing it, which is interesting. There's a Ritual. Legion's Ends. Chittering Stall Speaker. Resolves. Sack it into a Kami, maybe? I still don't... Is his main... He's just trying to out-value and beat down slowly? There's a lot of whatever you can call it. Haywire Might's interesting. I'll take this Dizzy. We'll Fatal Push this. Ooh, we get double bugs, chat! We love double bugs. Haywire Might. We'll see if he just wants a double Ritual here. Excuse me. I gotta find something to eat for dinner, chat. Ba, 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 da, da. Assimilator is annoying. However, we don't have anything crazy here. But he gets to eat our Ewit, which is annoying. What's up with these people just having, like, real incidental hate for us? Assimilator is rather strong. Because we are, like, graveyard-centric. Oh, he's sacking that right into a Kami. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna kill a Kami, I think. That sounded horrible. Kami of Morning is what I'm going to snipe. Jesus. Triple Ritual is kind of gross. Looks like he might just Blessing here. Draw a card. Who's in the finals? Christopher Larson, Nathan Stewart. Good for them. All right, another Assimilator, which sucks for us. Do we have anything relevant? We might take... He might take our Legion's End. He takes our push. Okay. And then if he goes into a Kami, into a whatever, we're kind of boned. Also, someone has to come pick up some shit from me. AKA my sister. So I'll take a pause in a second here. Chittering's fine. We find a supplier. So let's Ewit. I wish we had something better, but I guess let's just grab an End. Maybe we can just start looping whatever, but we get to see his hand here too. Oh shit, we got one. Okay, we'll chill for a second. Of course he has another. Jesus Christ. What's with all these assimilators, shit? We're gonna play a stupid deck after this. I need to, like, turn my brain off. These decks, like, these aren't, like, the hardest games, but they're just a lot of grindiness. And that hurts me. Was he playing main deck Blessings before? Maybe. We should revisit our Kamikaze deck. Loaming Shaman. I used to play Loaming Shaman in Jun Shamans. Targeting himself. Interesting. That also shuffles away whatever he conjured on top of his deck, right? I think that's fine. Do we see a Kami here? No, just another assimilator. Just so many fucking assimilators. He takes my Legion's End finally. Okay, so I guess we're sniping. Dothy, okay, whatever. I'm sniping this, and we're just going on the beatdown plan. Milligan, that's fine, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Down to 9. Does he find another creature? Chat, he found his Legion's End. Fuck me. But no creatures? No creatures yet. That's good. Ewit. Nice rip off the top. Nice swing. Okay, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, give me 1 second. Chat, I'm back. Oh no. Oh, okay. We're in the sideboard. It's fine. Everything's fine. Sorry. Hello. We're just gonna do exactly what we just did and send it back. Sorry to anyone watching this on YouTube and just stared at a blank screen for a minute. Sure. It's kind of interesting. I like double fatal push here. Again, though, it doesn't seem like they have a big win con besides just like constant recursion. I guess if he's playing a Curse Marauder and stuff, you're gonna eventually churn through. But even that doesn't seem great. But it's good enough against us. Also, I have to pee. I have to pee. 2 mana, Innkeeper resolves. Black Source. Pass back. We could Trawler now, but I want to see if we can snipe one more thing. Like if he plays a Assimilator or something here. Plays Bank Job instead. Does he have a 2-drop? He does have a 2-drop. Good for us. We're just going to keep him off of Ritual. We're going to stop him from Ritualing best we can. Rumble is a great pickup for us. We'll grab a Supplier. And then I think we're just going to Trawl. Exile the Yard for now. And we'll go from there. So he's going to keep snagging. He saw one Chthonian Nightmare and then he decided to start bringing in Haywire Mites, which I think is funny. He does have second Innkeeper, which gives him Ritual into a 3-drop, which hurts. We have an Unearth though, so hopefully we can find a Grist here. And he has a Kami. Jesus Christ. So if we can like Supplier into Grist into Trawler, that's a big if. Jesus. He's gonna target us. We don't really have anything in here. I'll happily do that. Thank you. Sick. All right. So supply, mill into anything. Voidwalker is quite good. Let's see if he'll trade us out with anything. He might. Yeah, he takes the Kami. Okay. Good for us. Good for us. I think I'm going to hold on to the Technonuma. Ooh, he's playing Crucius too. But he still needs something relevant to get rid of our Voidwalker, right? believe. Rumble, Bogart Trawler, whatever. I'd like to find an Ewit or a Grist here. He might Surgical our Trawler. But we have Voidwalker already, so I think we're okay. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Chittering Stall Speaker draws him a card. We find an Urborg. Nothing super relevant there. Let's mill. We can also start casting his stuff. We could get our own Kami, which isn't the best. Second bank job into an Innkeeper. Correct. Does he have a Marauder? No, not yet. Okay. Swings at us for 4. Grist, where are you? We need you, Mr. Grister. Discards, ambitious, make some stuff. What was he sacking? Speaker into a assimilator. Pretty good. What a weird matchup. Like what a just an odd game to be playing right now. The old Bogart Trawler. Jesus fucking Christ. Second Bogart Trawler, chat. What do we have with this? A Straw Street, a Shaman, Blessing. We could play Kami, but we don't really have anything besides Supplier. He's just drawing straight gas, huh? I think we're gonna trade out his Innkeeper and his Might. Even though I know he just got 2 more things. Malevolent Rumble would be good. We're not drawing anything very relevant here. We're not drawing anything relevant. I think he's got us here, boys. Drew a lot of lands. Second assimilator. Yeah, we'll give him it. Running out of steam. Overall, the main core of this deck felt really good. Ewit, Unearth, Smallpox felt very strong. Like if you can go, you know, turn 1 Supplier, turn 2 Pox, you discard the Ewit, sack a land, but then you unearth. You can rebuy the land. You can rebuy something you milled off Stitcher Supplier, and kind of go off to the races that way. It doesn't really put you ahead of your opponent, but it at least sort of gets you grinding. And if you hit other relevant things off Supplier, then Unearth Ewit also is just strong on turn 2 to grab, you know, another Unearth or another Malevolent Rumble or blah, blah, blah. So I don't hate this core. Grist was very strong, as were the Bogart Trawlers. Orcish Bowmaster we tried out just as like a value piece now that so much frog is everywhere, but it's still not good. The nerf version still kind of sucks big time, so it wasn't really relevant in any of our games. and I think we should probably just cut it completely. But I would probably honestly just go up into our grindy pieces. Like, I might go a second Marauder, a third Nightmare, and then maybe go up to the four full Thoughtseize, something like that. Mana base felt pretty good. We might be able to drop some forests and just play like a Verge or something, because you almost never want to have a forest on 2 if you're smallpoxing, which is kind of tough, but it didn't feel like that much of a hindrance. But overall, the deck can grind like nobody's business, but it's just all super, super small incremental like value. You have to establish like an engine loop with like Chthonian Nightmare or Ewit plus Unearth to get anywhere, and that's kind of hard to do in the current pace of Historic. So I didn't hate it. It was certainly fun. Games were grindy, but I think we can probably find a better home for it. But I don't know. It's fun to play Ewit as a 4-of in this deck. Quite a blast. And then sideboard-wise, those Dothies were pretty good in the last game. Legion's Ends, not sure of, but it was kind of cool. Sorry about my AC. And then, yeah. So we'll freeze there with that deck. We might come back to it in the future. Maybe if we ever get freaking Life from the Loam, we can play a Golgari Shell again. But for now, I'm going to check this one off the list, and we have a few more Small Paunch Brews to check on.